Well, howdy guys and gals, backwaters and backroads here, obviously. So we are out driftwood exploring again today. We'll call this a part 2, except we brought the fishing machine this time. And it's a pretty nice day. It's not as nice as the day we were out here with the Vagabond, but the conditions are improving, so it might get better. But either way, doesn't matter. I'm not complaining. It's not snowing, so we're looking for driftwood, and then when we get as far as we're going to go up the shore today, when we turn around, we're just going to troll most of the way back and see if we can catch some fish and get some fish on the menu and have fish tonight. So let's see what happens. Stay tuned. And I hope we can get back out of here. Look at all that driftwood. I think we're the first ones here this year. Alright guys, so we made it to the mouth of the big sleeping river. And you know, the wind's picked up today steadily. And I mean, I have no choice. I'm going to have to get out of here, but let me turn the phone around and kind of show you what we're up against. So here's the mouth right now, and it's plenty deep once you get in, but where you see where those breakers are at, I think I see a line out. Usually you can tell because there's a lot less breakers where there's depth. So I'm probably going out and then around. It'll probably get up to about 2 feet, maybe a little less. I'm gonna have to, it has to be done. If I have to jump out and pull it out, so be it. We gotta get out of here eventually. So let's look around. I think I see some milled wood already. Look at all this driftwood. Awesome. I'm seeing 2 or 3 of these big beams. Could you imagine buying one of those out of a lumber yard today? I mean, I don't know, what is that? 40 or 50 bucks worth of wood. There's another one right there. And then Wavey's caught up on one over there. There's one there. I think a whole dock was torn out somewhere and ended up on the mouth of the sleeping. There's another beam over there. Look at that. Look at this, guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big massive beams that you would hold up a dock, or I mean, you could do anything with those, really. Make trusses, or man, wonder where those came from. Could be anywhere. I'm seeing even more over here. There's another beam right there. Look at that, there's a whole section of something. Dock. Huh. This sleeping bay is one of the most beautiful places on Lake Superior. I've never really been to the Canadian side. I did the circle tour a long time ago, but I did not spend enough time to really look at it, so it doesn't really count. But I have watched videos. There's a channel on YouTube here, it's called Lost Lakes, and this guy does fantastic videos, world-class videos about Lake Superior, excuse me, and mostly on the Canadian side. I think he's Canadian. In fact, I'm almost certain he is. And I imagine there is some absolutely gorgeous places over on that side. Probably less built up, you know, probably a lot more wild than the US side here. But, you know, that doesn't diminish anything. This sleeping bay, you know, it's got the two little rivers here, the big one here, and it's got a little sleeping just right down the beach here. And the land got bought up, you know, along a generation or two ago along the river, which is understandable. You know, it'd be hard to get in here at this point. I've tried. I asked around here and there about people maybe wanting to sell a piece of land or something on the river here, and I didn't find anybody interested. But yeah, it would be an ideal place. You know, you're only really around the corner from Misery Bay, and you're not too far away from Ontonagon, about 15 miles, I would say, from the mouth of the Ontonagon to the mouth of the Sleeping here, and probably about the same up to the Misery. So, you know, if you can handle doing 15-mile water commutes, you know, when you need to make runs, you could live out here. I know people have, you know, at least seasonally, so it'd be very peaceful. For now, we'll just keep visiting it. When you got a barge, you know, when you got a shanty boat, you can pretty much pull up in front of anywhere, and, you know, $1 million mansions if you want to. Just drop anchor. Not that I'd recommend it. I'd probably find a better spot, but okay, guys. I want to get some fishing in on this video, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here on the mouth of the Sleeping, and we're gonna try to get out of this over this bar here. I'm kind of studying it, sitting up here on the hill, and I think I found the best way out, so we'll see how it goes. And then we'll get around the corner, 14-mile point, and we'll see if we can catch some fish. So the video's not over. Stay tuned.
Oh hi, my name is Wavey Gravy, star of the channel. Brenton's too cheap to get a drone, so he's making me learn to fly so I can get aerial shots. So send me some treats. Thanks!
It's just my quick haul of milled driftwood. There's probably more here, but... And there's definitely those beams. If I had a way to carry them, I'd take them back and I'd have use for those. But for now, we'll try to load these up and take them home. Alright guys, I'm not going to be able to film this and do it at the same time, I don't think. Not all of it anyways, but we're going to see what happens going out the mouth. This is a tricky one because of the wind. Still at 4 feet. 5 feet. It's going to come up quick though. Picking my path. You got to trim up your motor as much as you can and still get some bite. Up to 3 feet. Come on, baby. I just saw 2 feet. You trim up the motor. All right, 2 feet. I just saw 1. Take it slow. Still at 2 feet. 2 feet's all we need. Come on, baby. I can pick the line. I think I'm picking it so far. There might be a bar way out here though. 3 feet. Come on. 4 feet. Man, I might have just picked it perfect, guys. It paid to sit there on the beach and study this. So I am seeing some rollers coming in. I might not be out of the woods yet. Here's some big ones. Look at this big one. Here we go. Sometimes those drop you on the bottom. I'm at 4 and 5 feet, which is good. Man, I think we got it. I got to film the whole thing for you guys. We made it. I've got some following seas here, guys. It's probably 3 or 4 footers, which is, you know, it's manageable, but you gotta really be careful. I'm like making sure I'm holding on to stuff when I'm leaning over the side of the boat and stuff, because honestly, this water's so cold, I doubt if I could even make it to that shore right there if I ever fell in. Alright guys, well sorry I didn't film that for you, but I was just kind of listening to a podcast and chilling out. I look back and the pole's going crazy, so we got our first lake trout of the season. Pretty nice one too. It's gonna make a couple of nice fillets. Alright guys, well the conditions are too rough for me to be doing 5 things at once. But I decided to check this site just because I haven't seen any action, and I usually do on these spinning lows. And sometimes you catch a hitchhiker and he just starts dragging, and I guess that's what was happening here. So yeah, run him in. We got 2. Let's go for 3.
Hey guys, Brenton here. Wavey and I did a little side trip up the Firestill River. We probably went about 3 miles up, and it was a nice little side trip. I made a supplemental video about it, and I put it over on my backup channel, so I linked it below. If you want to watch it, go check it out. And if you like it, subscribe to that channel too. We're almost up to 500 people. Thanks.